Unit 5, In Nature. Lesson 1, Climate Change. 57. Exercise 2. Read and listen to the article. Match the photos to the paragraphs.
Hi, I'm Leonie. I live in a village in Andalusia in Spain. Hot weather in summer is normal for us. But this summer, the highest temperature was 46 degrees Celsius. That's about 5 degrees warmer than it normally is. My family is having a lot of problems because of the hot weather here. My family lives on a farm. Because of the hot weather, there's a drought in the south of Spain right now. The tomato plants on our farm are getting smaller, and some of their leaves are brown. Because of the drought, we can't give the plants as much water as they need. My family, therefore, don't have enough tomatoes to sell. My dad is looking for a second job so he can earn more money. We're also having some problems with our health. My mom had heat stroke last week, and she stayed in bed for 3 days because she was too ill to get up. She had a fever, and she was really tired all the time. We were very worried about her, but fortunately, she's feeling better now. Some of my friends had heat stroke too. I'm trying to stay inside as much as possible, so I don't get heat stroke as well. The worst thing about this summer for me was that our school closed for a week. The teachers said it was dangerous for us to travel to school because it was so hot. It was also too hot for us to be at school because we don't have air conditioning there. I missed my friends when we couldn't go to school. I hope that never happens again.
Lesson 2, Water Scarcity. Page 58, Exercise 2. Read and listen to an article about water scarcity. Number the topics in Exercise 1 in the order that you read about them.
Thirsty Planet. Water scarcity is one of the most worrying problems facing the world today. Although water covers more than 70% of Earth's surface, 2 billion people don't have enough fresh, clean water for drinking, washing, cooking, and growing food. Even in countries where there are good water resources, the water cannot always reach the people who need it. One of the reasons for water scarcity is climate change. On average, temperatures are higher than they were in the past. In some places, there is also less rain, so there isn't as much water in lakes and rivers. Water scarcity affects people in different ways. Farmers, for example, can't grow as many crops as they used to. Without crops to sell, they can't earn enough money to pay for clean water. A lack of water can also mean that people have to walk a long way to find it, which can have a negative effect on their health. The biggest impact can be on children, who have less time to spend in school. Another problem is that people often can't find clean, safe water. The dangerous metals and bacteria in dirty water can make them very ill. This can be more dangerous for children than for adults because their bodies are less able to fight the illnesses. Solving the problem of water scarcity is not simple. However, there are lots of things that can help, such as finding new water sources and developing new technologies to produce and clean water. It is also important that people who live in countries with plenty of water don't use too much of it. The worst thing that could happen is that no action is taken and more people suffer.
Lesson 3. Saving Energy. Page 60. Exercise 2. Read and listen to the text. What do you think is the best title for the poster? Check.
Air conditioning, hot water, and electronic devices in our homes all use a lot of electricity. Making electricity uses a lot of the planet's resources, which can make climate change worse. Let's help our planet. Let's save energy at home. A. Remember to always switch off lights, TVs, computers, games consoles, tablets, and all of your electronic devices when they aren't in use. Don't leave them on standby, as this still consumes a lot of energy. And don't use more than one device at the same time. B. There are about 150 to 200 liters of water in an average bath, but there's only between 30 and 80 liters in a 5-minute shower. Showers are a great way to save water and energy. But don't spend a long time in the shower. Set the alarm on your phone for 5 minutes and then stop. C. There are lots of things in our trash that we can recycle or even reuse at home. Plastic bottles are a good example. Reuse them to make other things. For example, a bird feeder or a hanging basket for your plants.
Lesson 4. Geology. Page 62. Exercise 1. Listen to part 1 of a talk. Number the features in the order you hear them.
Good morning, class. Today we're looking at different types of rocks for Module 3 on the structure of the Earth. Tarek, please show the first slide. That's it, thank you. The Earth's surface is, as you can see, made up of layers of rocks. Rocks are solids, which are made of minerals. Rocks can be grouped into 3 types, depending on which minerals they contain and how they were formed.
Page 62. Exercise 3. Now, listen to part 2. Match the pictures, A to C, to the rock types, 1 to 3.
The 3 types of rock we're looking at today are sandstone, basalt, and marble. Sandstone is usually found near the Earth's surface. It's formed from the broken parts of other rocks and material when they press together. The youngest layers of sandstone are at the top. The oldest layers are at the bottom. The ancient Egyptians used sandstone to build things, like the Sphinx at Giza. Now, if rock becomes very, very hot, it melts into liquid. Basalt is a type of rock that forms when liquid rock cools again and becomes solid. We find these rocks in the bottom layers of the Earth's surface. It can make some amazing natural shapes. Here's an example. This is the Giant's Causeway in Ireland. Finally, let's look at marble. Marble is also found in the bottom layers of the Earth's surface. It forms when other types of rock get very hot and the minerals in them change form. Marble is a very strong type of rock. It is often used to make statues, like this one here from ancient Greece.
Page 63. Exercise 5. Complete this part of the audio script with the missing words. Write across if no word is needed. Then, listen again and check.
Now, if rock becomes very, very hot, it melts into liquid. Basalt is a type of rock that forms when liquid rock cools again and becomes solid. We find these rocks in the bottom layers of the Earth's surface. It can make some amazing natural shapes. Here's an example. This is the Giant's Causeway in Ireland.
Lesson 5. Literature. Page 64. Exercise 1. Listen to and read the poem. Match the words to their definitions.
Helping the earth. As the earth grows hotter and wetter, we need to learn to look after it better. A drought here, a flood there. We can help, no matter where. Turn off lights that you don't need. Turn off that tap. Others are in need. Walk or cycle rather than drive. Don't throw plastic where dolphins dive. Plant more flowers. Plant more trees. For the birds and for the bees. We must try for all we're worth, so we can save our planet Earth.